There are some insiders who are very excited about Zeni, and today we welcome back their CEO Sachin to delve into why. Sachin, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to share a lot of things with the team.
Well, when we're doing our analytics each week, we see Xbucks up there a fair amount of the time, so we want to figure out exactly what's going on. But to start off, Sachin, can you remind us of the business model for Zeni?
Absolutely. In a short version, think of us like Shopify for travel reselling front end, a shop where you can launch a travel booking engine with a one click, fill out the form on Zeni.com, and you launch your own travel booking engine under your own brand, your own domain. It's been extremely difficult. There are many barrier of entries to launch your own booking engine. The market is controlled by some of the big mega players. And if you're a small travel influencer, travel agent, if you're a corporate who would want to have an access to wholesale rates and have an ability to offer that to your community or within your employee pool, it's very difficult today. What Xeni has done is it has accomplished an amazing white labelable booking tech for people who want to resell the travel. That's what Xeni does.
Understood.
Yeah.
And this is going on right now, right? This is a functioning business. This isn't something that's you're looking forward to in the future.
No. We have clients from we have more than 250 clients, I would say, as subscribers. They are spanned in 54 countries. The demand is so high that we can't keep up. We have to continue to increase our infrastructure and we need to build more tools for them because people are loving it. And the best part of this entire tech is it's built on a Web3 technology. All of the data we capture, it is stored on a Hedera Hashgraph. So we create a single source of truth. So a lot of our inefficiencies in travel business has been handled by Hashgraph.
So let's delve into that a little bit.
Yeah.
So how exactly does
Yeah.
Zeni leverage Hedera?
Absolutely. So think about let's say a good example would be you go on a booking.com or Expedia, right? So if you go on expedia.com, for you like a hotel, you choose and you hit the checkout page, put your credit card, and it's done for you. The transaction is done as a user. But the money goes to Expedia. Expedia doesn't own that money. That inventory, they got it. There are middlemen, there are suppliers, inventory providers. Either they got that inventory from them or directly from hotel. So based on your booking cancellation, and if you're a travel agent, you're trying to resell, you're waiting on your commission, the money moves from one party to other. They invoice each other, and there is a lot of account reconciliation deficit. Second problem is where you basically think about it. You have a booking confirmation number and you go to hotel and you don't find it because not all the centralized system talking to each other. They don't have a record of it. And third is, most importantly, think about you book a flight on Expedia or any airline and they say, hey, you cancel it or modify it. They cannot send your money back to you because there are so many counterparties in the middle. They'll say, hey, we'll give you credit. They can't even give you your money back. It's a massive problem. People fail to realize that. What Xeni has done, we have built a Xeni Pay, a payment settlement arm. So every booking, we capture it and we basically create a topic and send it across the multiple counterparties. So we use the tokenized system to track and settle the booking. But that also eliminates, I would say, account reconciliation problems, all of the three problems I mentioned to you. That's how we're leveraging it. And it's extremely effective. It's saving us a lot of time. In literally last 6 months, we have grown to almost more than 600%. Last year, 2023, we grew 600%. And customers from different world could use us. And we want this Web 2 plus Web 3 combination because we're in the cusp, in the middle of it. So we're using Web 3 and we also have a Web 2 UI UX, people which they don't understand. We build the bridge. We see that all of the consumer behavior can be changed if we offer them more convenience on the Web 3 side. So Web3 tooling is what we are focused in 2024.
So I want to touch on that growth in just a second, but first, the Xbucks. Can you tell us about the token that you're using?
Absolutely. So Xbucks is, think of like oil in the engine. Your engine won't function if it's an oil. So Xbucks is a stable token of a system. Imagine you have made a $10,000 booking on any of those Zeni powered sites. So we have clients like BitPay Travel. We have clients like major corporates who are using, I don't want to name everybody, but some of them, a Web3 community knows is BitPay Travel. And there are people who wants to use Zeni's APIs and UI to build the tokenized assets too. So Xbucks, every time a booking happens, let's say you spend $10,000, we generate 10,000 Xbucks, and whoever the counterparties are, based on the booking condition, we allocate that tokens. Those tokens basically are promissory notes of all the counterparties that they will get paid when booking actually reach to a certain condition. For example, if it's a refundable booking, you have to just hit cancel and money goes back to your bank. Once it's a non-refundable booking, all these three parties can conveniently take their money out. They don't have to wait on anybody. They don't have to send us invoice. They have like a full, I would say, transparency of a transaction to the bone based on the commercial contracts we have with them.
This isn't just an incremental improvement. This is a huge leap forward. And to give everybody some context, Xbucks has been transferred. It's one of the top tokens on the Hedera network, hundreds of thousands of times. It's been transferred hundreds of thousands of times over the past few months alone.
Absolutely.
So let's get down to it. What's the scale of the impact that Zeni could have on the Hedera network?
Oh, wow. So let's talk about that, right? It's how we are. So the biggest, for me, the way I look at the blockchain tech and as well as the entire blockchain community, we have gathered a lot of attention from the world, and maybe we have around 100 million plus wallets. They are active worldwide, not more than that. And not everybody, and everybody is using those wallets to trade the tokens, but it has not really started giving people more, I would say, utility of the blockchain ecosystem. So any user comes on Zeni, and user, I'm saying B2B2C because we are B2B, but any customers, users hop on Zeni, and customer and any counterparty, we generate a wallet for them so that they become the part of the ecosystem. So that wallet is also having the Xbucks attached to it. And that wallet is also keeping track of how many bookings that users have done, how many counterparties were involved. So recently, Xbucks, we have to increase Xbucks supply. We initially thought this is going to be slower growth. We ended up seeing pretty high growth. So we had to mint more Xbucks, and it's now more than 10 million or something. And in ecosystem bookings, if you look at zenipay.com, where we have live data, and I might share real quickly if you don't mind. So ZeniPay has ecosystem bookings more than $1 million worth of bookings have been tracked and settled within the ecosystem. And I will go back to your original question, which was like, how would it impact the entire Hedera community? The most important part of that question is, how many people are actively using the blockchain is the impact. That will increase the transaction. That will increase the earning to the network and sustainability. So sustainability within the network. So Zeni is aiming to onboard around anywhere between 50 to 70 million users to the ecosystem. So I'm saying we will turn the page completely for the blockchain industry.
And what's the time frame for that 50 to 70 million customers?
I would we have signed a major contract with the major companies. I will wait to give you the timeline, but it's going to happen soon. I mean, they all not will be joining immediately, but it's going to be incremental user growth on the network. And this will be the active users, because as they come in, they shop travel. Every time they shop or travel, the network is being used. And we're also planning to launch a rewards token around it, which is a huge selling point for the networks. So once we have the rewards token live, it's going to be, you will see massive network activity.
And Sachin, who shoulders the cost of creating each one of those accounts? You know, that's 5 cents every time. Every time you transfer the tokens, it's going to be 1/10 of a cent. Who's shouldering that cost? Is that you or is that the customers?
It's us. We cannot have them because they automatically, they get this wallet assigned to them from us. So it's us. Think of like if you create a user account on a Gmail, you don't have to pay anything, at least not in the beginning. What the way I'm earning from that customer is when you use the reward system, when you use the booking, we are massively earning from that. So if we go back to our business model question, it's like our business model is a subscription revenue who wants to resell the travel, but also we make the money, very small amount of money in in the commissions on each transaction. So that's a valuable. The 5 cents is not a lot of money for us to bear that to get this customer onboarded.
Yeah, that makes sense. All
Yeah.
right, so I know you touched on this a little bit, but what are the next milestones for Zeni? What can we look forward to in the future?
So, and this is our tech JP Kridon. We'll definitely share it with you soon in future podcasts. But the most important thing is we're bringing an amazing tokenized asset, a huge utility to the marketplace where people can um, use them for their personal travel, but also be able to trade and very fast if they have critical knowledge about how the demand and supply in travel would look like in future. Zeni will be bringing that product in either in Q1 or Q2 of this year. We're aiming at least. That's going to be game changer for the network as well.
Well, it does sound like Zeni is going to be a complete game changer, not just for the travel
Yeah,
industry, but for Hedera as well. Sachin, thank you so much for swinging by and giving us the inside track.
lovely. Thank you very much, Brandon. I'm happy to share more.
I'm now posting these interviews of Hedera builders independently to my channel. The community, influencers, and media outlets are free to use this content to spread the word on what's being built on Hedera. Once they're all uploaded, you'll be able to go to my channel and search for whatever topic or team you're interested in to find more information. Or you'll be able to get the most recent Hedera news by watching the latest HBAR Weekly update. So check them out.